and there's some influence now whether we're using those screens, those instruments. We are speaking less, and the only action we do is through the hands and the fingers, like typing. So, is there meaning to it? There's influence to the fact that everything works less and the eyes work more. I see an advantage to it. A person ascribe more force, more importance to the thought, because in those instruments, what work is the thought. We don't need to talk. All right, I express my thought through writing, through something, through symbols, through things that are more concrete, and it's good. Through these instruments, we become more straight. Can you explain that? We don't have, because of the richness of information from all things, all kind of things, beautiful things up to atrocities, all kind of ages and sexes and whatever. We threw out all these false clothing. We can speak straight if we want, right? We can not feel shame. We can stop all kind of ethics, false ethic issues. Say, rather that instrument, because it opened up my world, it became really a window for the world. It also educated me to be more honest, more straight, because the information in it is so open in all kind of forms, right? A person in it is so obviously naked from his lies, from his falsehood. The politicians, the media, the husband and wife and all that. Meaning it becomes so without clothing that we advanced greatly towards the truth. Although we are all in falsehood, in lie. But the truth is that we are in the lie. Is it important to advance towards it? Yes, of course. For what reason? Because we know who we are. And not that with gloves we're treating one another, and then what still took place 100 years ago, in the beginning of the previous century, we were all living in that falsehood, a lie, and all kind of nice relationships and courteous, and now there's no such thing. We're much more revealed or open. The young generation doesn't care what people thinking about it. The old generation know that it has no control over the young generation, and it needs to live quietly, to live and die. And we are very close to recognition of evil that is in our nature, in our state, and also predominantly recognition of evil, that we are incapable of doing anything about the evil in us. This is the beauty of the situation, that indeed we will put our hands up and search for a solution, not from within ourselves, rather from the Kabbalist. I didn't understand but you said that it was good, that this technology made the world rich in information, more honest, straight, without all this posing, and then so what's bad here? But our nature is bad. What does that mean? Our nature, our ego is bad. That separates between us, that we are such, as we discover on the internet, we see, throughout this whole net, throughout these little screens, we see our face as in a mirror. Is there an advantage to the fact that still there's some rituals and still some good attitude towards one another? What good attitude towards one another? You're saying that over the years, there it's all revealed. So you say, over the years we started removing all our clothing and all our rituals and all this posing, and we got exposed in a more honest way. We see it also in the media through those screens. The language is very short, very plain language, less rich language and respectable, and rather very daily language. Punctual, to the point. Yes, and then and this is correct. You're not inflating yourself or clothing yourself with respect to language. Everything is very direct. However, I would like to ask whether aren't we lacking those things in our life nowadays? No. Is it something that is required in order to maintain a society that, yes, so you need some lie in order to maintain society? So you won't have it. You won't have it. So what do we need? Because it gave us kind of a protection from one another. It gave us kind of a gap. Yes, correct. Yeah, I don't want to see you more than 10 meters away from me. No less. It gave me the ability, these rituals eventually guarded me, one, for myself, and it is in order to cover the egoistic heart that doesn't tolerate anyone. That's all. Because same things of directness create also very problematic issues on the net for the time being, because we need to, because this evil sometime come out in an unbalanced way, and that what will necessitate us to correct ourselves.